Usually I do short-term content on my YouTube channel, but at this point I got too tired and I'm working so many damn shifts at work just to like advertise the game and all that for the game. It's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna record one random video and call it a day. Yeah, and all this is probably gonna be unedited, so if anything, it just be like documented and stuff. So what are we doing today? Making a respawn system. That's all we're doing. I'm sorry. I know this might sound boring. If it is, you can go ahead and click away or something. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you do you, twin. But if you like this in the back, if you like this in the background of one of your things, be my guest. Okay. I'm gonna be. I'm keep talking and all that, and just to like get my thoughts out. I will be quiet most of the time, just to for me to properly think about like how the code is supposed to react and stuff, and what obviously it should do. So I'll apologize if I don't give enough context and everything, but I'll try. I'll try my best. Okay. So what does this spawn do exactly? Well, this respawn system is also has about two purposes. If I can find my notebook anywhere, I wrote it down. One, it's supposed to manage the player's respawn each time it gets attacked by the monster in the game. And two, it's supposed to spawn items whenever you come close to a specific radius. For example, if I start playing right now, there's obviously a purple hexagon that's supposed to be a circle. See that little white and blue thing? So once I come close to it, the dot is gonna turn green, and that will allow us. Oh, that's not letting us. That's odd. Oh wait, that's why. How come the overlapping is? I thought I. Sorry, once again, my deaf brain. Overlap all. Yep. Is this overlap all dynamic? No, it's supposed to be overlap all as well. Good. Okay, let's try this again. I run towards it, and it should be spawning items. Once it spawn items, no. It somehow is the occlusion radius. Please don't tell me it's the occlusion radius. I'll be so mad if it is. No, it's at overlap all. It should not be getting any. That's weird. That's suspicious. Multi-body overlap. Oh yeah. What does multi-body? If true, it generates individual overlapping the physics body and the multiple body and component. And when false, it will generate one overlap regardless of how many physics. Oh, go ahead and do that. Sorry, I got off track. What it's supposed to do is for me to pick up the item. It should pick up the item. I don't know why it's not allowing me to pick up the item, but I'm not worried about that now. What I'm worried about is how it can spawn the item, not pick up. Because, well, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what each actor is gonna do and what I'm planning on it to do for each of them. So one, the item respawn occlusion radius. What this does, it follows the players around constantly and updates every zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.2 seconds of the player's position. And what is basically asking is, in this radius, red sphere, I want to ask, hey, is there a spawn point or a respawn point which is no, not that one, this guy right here, a respawn point in this radius? If it is, go ahead and tell that respawn point that it can spawn an item. That was my wallet. I'm not picking that up because I'm too lazy to. Anyways, that's what the occlusion rate is only for. There's nothing else to it, as you can see. But the point is, the thing that I've been is confusing me the most. What it's supposed to also do is completely randomizes also by chances. So what this will do is grab a random float in a range. So the minimum would be 0 and the max would be 10, and you plug in as a value. So each time it will constantly give you a random value between 0 and 10. And if it's between uh, this sorry, if it's between the number that's listed here between 10 or 0 and 1, you're allowed to spawn the item randomly. If it's not, don't do anything. This is what it's trying to say. Okay? And that should be a gist of it. That's perfectly fine. What we also need to do, this outer sphere right here, I'm gonna make it a different color for y'all to see. I'm gonna make it purple. Purple. Okay, that's actually a lot harder to see. Okay, you know what? Let's just make it white. This outer sphere here is supposed to check again, any items that are in the sphere, saying that if there's an item near me that's in this sphere, don't spawn another item. So it basically functions like a mini respawn occlusion radius, basically. Yeah, for some reason I ran in so many shoot, I forgot the word, problems with that for some reason. I don't know. Either I to be honest, it might be a spaghetti code where I came back from work and I was feeling too tired, but I knew I had to make this game either way. So, although I do love programming, I love doing this though. I'm not saying that I hate it. I just like love doing it, you know. But it gets to a point where you're just too tired to do shit and you just want to go to sleep, you know. Okay, enough of my rambling. So, what we need us to do is check every tick. I will change. Don't worry, I already made my custom tick. Okay, y'all event tickers are gonna. That sounded racist. Holy shit! I'm sorry if I'm babbling. Um, what I mean by event tickers, I mean, I'm talking about this this guy right here. What this guy does, I'm gonna give you a very basic analogy. As imagine that you have 2 feet. Crazy, I know, right? Imagine you have 2 feet. Think of an event as you making a step, and you constantly making a step, and think of the amount of frames you have on a monitor is also the amount of feet that you have. So let's say, yeah, you're rocking a 240 hertz monitor. That's 1440p. That so don't worry about the 1440p. We're worried about the hertz. If it's rocking 240 hertz and your PC is generating 240 frames, you are going to run or make a step 240 times every single millisecond, or point nanosecond if you must. That's what this event tick does. It calls a lot. That's why we usually had a delay node that just literally stops it for constantly updating for a while. But if you want to be a fancy pants, you can go ahead and use a no, wrong one. You can go ahead and use a timeline, a crazy timeline where you can make your own vector and you can go on constantly random if you want to. But honestly, I use delay since it doesn't confuse me too much and make me get a headache like, oh shit right now. So I'm so while I'm trying my best to figure this out quietly. Okay, I like doing work quietly, and I'll get back to you guys when I do. Okay, so I'll I'll explain what this custom tick does as well. But You know, it's probably better just explain that. Okay, so what this a custom tick does is, a few months ago, I found out that you can loop a loop. You can start a loop. I didn't know you could do that in Unreal, so it was just like a very test. It was a quick test. It was like a quick thought after school. I was thinking about like how to solve the event tick problem that I was constantly having because I knew it was gonna drop performance immediately, and a tick repeater it immediately came to mind. So what this does, right? On repeat, it's gonna send a delay, aka how many times it's gonna tick a tick a second, and it'll send to send a message to a different node over here saying, "Hey, do this." It's sent back to the on repeat, and it will constantly repeat over and over again, depending on how long this delay is. That's what it does. So every second, let's say every single second. Let me show you guys a quick reference. Oh no, not every 2 seconds. Every second, it will actually. I'm gonna print. If I can find it, print works. Yeah. Every second, it's gonna print, or well, every second it's gonna update. So it gives me a lot of control instead of constantly ticking 240 frames each time. We don't want to do that, okay? We only want to do that when it's necessary. When I mean by necessary, I'm talking about like game statistics or uh probably like what's your FPS every second, or what's your well, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I haven't thought that deep into graphical engineering that much, or is it just IT specialist when it comes to this? Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm tired, but I know I gotta make this game out of the way, just for y'all to have fun. Oh, if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm making a horror game, by the way. Yeah, I had the idea when I was a kid, and I really, really wanted to go pursue it. So here I am, doing it. Jokes on y'all. Hey, hey. Okay, so this was the problem. I was checking any actor with the tag. Mm, that's that's it. I feel like that's wrong. Is it in checking too? Go search your number. I need to know something real quickly. Hmm. Okay then. So it does work. Good. So instead of no, we need to check every second though. Alright. Everything here is useless. Every second we need to check if get overlapping components. Target is a primitive component, so it could be a static mesh component. Target is an actor, so the component we're referencing is find any actor that's is find any actor that's touching this component. The component here, so actor filter will be this guy. So every loop, I'm gonna make another sequence. Crazy work. I want you to ask. Delete these guys. No use for them. Okay, so I want to see if they're equal. So, if any actors that are touching it and they have this tag on them, I want you to go ahead. They could both print. I think that's how the way it's supposed to go. Wait, maybe I could just print bool. See what happens. Print bool. The value will be this guy right here. Sphere item check. There. Leave it like that. And split. Make this a little teal. Print log. Only like. No, not 0.3 seconds. I'll just make it 4. Great, now it's checking. Okay, so what's colliding though? That's a question. Player collision. Nothing. Nothing that much. No? Okay then. No, not path tracing. No, we don't need that. Okay then. So if I just drag and drop an item right here, it should be returning true though. I don't understand this. This should have the tag resp. Oh, hold on a second. All right, there you are. It does not. Okay. Maybe I am sped. Don't tell anybody I said that. Print. There we go. So if I go back. Oh, it's true. Hold on a second. Is it? Hold on. It might be printing true actually. Respawn point. You remove yourself every 1 second actually. Yeah. 0.5. It's double checking anyways. That's gonna cause another loop. So the loop body. Yeah, why not? You guys see that, right? Okay, so it's returning true. So that there is an actor, which is this guy, which I just paste in the tag, that says it is true. So the tag, okay, if you guys don't know, items come with it. Allow you to make a tag to name and have almost like a sub name basically. So let's say we have an item name. That allows you to pick up an item. We need to find any item that has this tag. It says pick up a bowl or something, or it's pickable. Like you're picking your nose or something. Pickable. Yes. If that item has, or any item has that tag inside its own data, and it's touching our white or not this one. I'm gonna remove you. Our white sphere, it returns true. Now, to prove to you it returns true, I need to get rid of this somehow. To prove to you that it returns true, I'm gonna print here that new truck, I don't know how to spell that name, has nice watches. I'm sorry for spelling your name wrong, Neil. That's bad word indenting on my part. Okay. So, to prove to you, see? Aha! It is true. That's what we need. That's what I'm talking about, mate. That's what I'm talking about. Hitting Buck's Puck's belly. In him round, hitting Rook's really. Talking around, hitting the Fox really. Yeah. Anyways, so I definitely was high last night, though. I can make that for sure. I was definitely probably passed out on my bed. That's why the item was working. I knew how to do it. It's just that I was too tired to mentally think about it. Basically, so this should work now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is say right down here. Sorry, I thought my right down here. It does tell us when is allowed to spawn. So if any guy or any actor or object or anything messages this actor saying that it's allowed, if it's allowed to spawn false, it's going to remove the gameplay tag and set the color to set the sphere color to blue for only for debug reasons. If it's true to spawn, it's going to create a game tag and set the bug to green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to message myself saying that it's true or false. So allow to spawn. Oh wait, message allow. Yes, allowed to spawn true. I'm gonna need a self reference since I want to message it to our own actor. That's what it means by self, by the way. Set. Wait. Message allow to be false. So if I'm right, please tell me I'm right. It should just turn. Well, it's turning that into green. I'm not sure about the spear though. Since it's slower, I'm assuming it's probably better if it did. Okay. Why is it not switching the colors though? Okay, here's a debug screen for it. Line color item check. Which one is this one? Is it the set color line? Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm sorry if I'm acting like this. I'm gonna just drag you guys off of yonder. Okay. I lied. It's this one. True. I'm gonna turn it like a teal green. I don't know colors. Okay, artists, don't kill me. Our beautiful environment artists, please don't kill me. Okay, I'm too young to die. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Appreciate y'all. My vibe might be a little. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Aha, there it is. See, it works. But it shouldn't work like this. It should be flipped-flopped. Why, you ask? Because we need to check. It should be false. Okay, for the base of the system, what it only purpose is to do if there's any item around us, there's no point of spawning the item. That's why wow, I can't speak. skills are getting horrible. See? You can't spawn anything. Until I come near it, it spawns something. So I need to force it not to spawn anything when I come near it and when decide on spot. So technically speaking, I need to create a game tag saying force spawn allowed to spawn false. Okay, so it's spawning. So when the player comes around, right? Do I have a separate blueprint for this? Or is it just sending a message saying that? Okay, it does definitely send a message saying that. Oh, I ain't going to do this. Okay. Maybe I could go to the spirit occlusion saying that if this has none. Let's think. Put on your think caps, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. What will Leonardo da Vinci do in this situation right now? What would Tim Cook? Wait, not Tim Cook. Tim Sweeney. What would Tim Sweeney do in this situation right now? Would he kill me? Probably not. Nah. Oh. Wait a minute. What if I delete the occlusion radius if that one is already has it? No, because if we delete it, how else is it gonna spawn for another one? For another one. Good thinking, little me. Okay, so let's rethink. If it already has an item, let's check the spawn occlusion radius real quickly. Okay, it just runs by event. Okay, so and obviously it will return true, so that's what we do need. So I can't, technically speaking, blame it on that. Let's think. What if we delete the point if it's false? No, how else are we gonna spawn it back in? We're gonna need a save system, which I really don't want to do. So let's think again, or should we just leave? It's a small minor problem. It's a small minor problem. Wait, I think it should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I cannot speak. I think it should be fine. Now I gotta clean up this code real quickly because this is a mess. As you can clear tell, I was in great sleep apnea. Okay. Let's I'm sorry. I'm already starting to feel sleepy. It's only 5:30, 5:15 p.m. I got like, shoot, 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours until I have to go to sleep. So I'm gonna have to make the best of it. So let's do it. after I take this drink of water real quickly. This is delicious. What was that again? Okay. Turn this into a function. Oh, you can do that? Oh. I did not know that. Okay, anyways. Spawn chances. Or yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just got a random brain thought. Remember this one TikTok about this dude? Um, he was trying to guess which keyboard it is just by the feel of it, and the motherfucker said, "This feels like purple and white." It's like, how do you feel purple and white, motherfucker? How do you feel purple and white? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just blabbering. That's a chance. How dare it says chance? I need to say chance. I like experimenting the colors with this one. Hold on a second. Should I go black this time? I don't like that. Deep blue. No. Hold on. Yeah, no. How about looks mid, honestly. Yeah, let's go with black again. Who doesn't like black? Shit, even I'm black. Fun fact. I'm sorry. Okay, let's call this. See, I got something to say when it comes to Unreal, right? I'm gonna keep. I really want. If I was popular and famous when I say this, people aren't gonna probably pay attention to this. But when I'm going to say something that's really controversial, but I think that everybody should. I think everybody should acknowledge. If you have the chance to use Unreal for its full potential, use it for its full potential in your knowledge. So if something doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. Learn about it, research about it. If it still doesn't make sense, simple, don't do it. But if you need it, shit, hire someone, I guess. But what I'm trying to say is that if Unreal gives you the tools willingly, like free stuff willingly, use them. Okay? Like the post processing, like it ain't that hard to add in a cool visual effects on it. Come on now, like camera shakes. Also about game feel, but mostly camera shakes. You want that slight juicy camera shakes. So you get some like flipping God of War. You know what I'm talking about. I hope some of you do actually. I just genuinely hope you guys have actually played God of War before. Please tell me you did though. Or I shall ever be ruined if you don't play God of War. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. I'll label this over here. Call it custom tech. I know I have a horrible spelling, but please don't do it. Please don't be yelling at me, bruv. I mean, yeah, you guys can yell at me, but don't yell at me with, I wouldn't say nice comments. Yell at me with suggestive comments. What I mean by that is just like, hey, instead of like doing this and this, you can make this and this to improve your workflow and everything. It's just like, don't start off like, oh, you fucking dumbass. You know you should have done this. Like, come on, man. Let's all be respectful over here. This is a worldwide opinion. Let's not do this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, looks like we're all done here for the spawning thingy. I need to go ahead and make a data asset for these. Try to make a data asset for these. I think I probably should for these. Okay, let's make a data asset. If you guys don't know what data asset, they think of them as like chunk of variables like structures, but a much more advanced like structures. Chunks of let's say interchangeable variables. I'll show you in a minute, but let me go ahead and make data asset. See what a data asset does. I just explained it, but I'm gonna explain it again. It allows you to switch out values depending on its actual data asset. So I'm gonna make this. Give me 1 second. PDA underscore Spawn respawn point. All right, hold on. I'm gonna make, let's say I make a variable over here and call this chance of spawning min. Okay, it's for minimum. I'm sorry. Duplicate this. Gonna duplicate this and chance of spawning max. Let's say we'll make two variables, right? What we're gonna do, we're going to make a new variable, call it the PDA, right? And we're gonna reference our primary data asset that we just made. So PDA underscore, yep, respawn point, make them an object reference. We see now, this is the cool stuff what we can do. We can get it. If I can find our minimum max right over here, we can get chance. Let me simplify this. No, don't. I'm trying to get the value inside. How dare you? Or it's just not instance editable. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Get chance. No, not that. Damn it. Oh, there it is. Chance of spawning minimum. Get chance of spawning max. Connect these two over here. Hold on. It gets even better, right? Now we have this. Now you may be asking, what is this? What is this? See, if we make a let's say if I can find a miscellaneous, where's miscellaneous? Data asset. This is what this data asset does. It allows you to change the interchangeable variables for this guy right here. So I'm gonna say PDA respawn point right here. I'm gonna call this DA default. Shows you underscore respawn point. Give it a second. Okay, we're back in. All right, now we can change the variables that was in the old PDA right here. So let's say we change the variable to between 0 and 90. It has to be between 1 and 90, so that's actually right. So as we could take a look, it's gonna be much harder for it to spawn. It should be a lot harder for it to spawn. Spawn chances. What's going on? Is it trying to read BDA point C? Okay then. Well, took him on toes to call me a Sherman Dingle, whatever that is. Okay, I don't want you. See how it's red? I'm gonna go back in here. Allows you to turn. Okay, it works now. Okay. You see how it's taking a long time? Great, that's all we need. Now, if I switch this to between 0 and 1. Oh, wait, almost forgot. Oh wait, that's why it didn't probably didn't work. Okay, set that. There we go. Now it's spawning. See that? So interchangeable. The one that we just made right here, we could set a new data for what it was. And I'm just making sure it's valid and just not causing any more errors from it. I will. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If I'm ever working with you in a project, if I'm ever working with you in a project, I am going to use so many valid ass. It is valid. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, I don't want any of my code to be errors. And none of them to be errors, but I need them, some of them to be errors to find the problems of my errors. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys don't because you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I apologize. Okay. Now, let's move on. Let's move on to the player's respawn point, which is the most difficult one. See, I've been trying my best for the player to repossess the character each time. What I mean by repossessed, you mean not like actual possessed them like a fucking demon or something. Excuse my language, but what I mean by repossess is to actually control the player back as soon as we're spawned back specifically. So if I go in, if I can find it, new levels, right? Go in one of my gyms. Thank you for the person who decided for me, allows me to make gyms. Don't kill me. Okay, so this is my gym. You see that AI right there, right? Yeah, that dude chilling. That's our monster I designed by myself, and it's very impressive. Okay, don't. It designed thoroughly, and it was pretty lightweight, and I did not use state trees. Don't tell me how or wow or how. Okay, I rather not go into the details. It was very easy, almost very easy. It took me like 3 days, 3 or 4 days. Yeah, I'm like that. Anyways, so this is our occlusion item or respawn point, right? It's chilling over there. It's spawning actors. Now watch our dude coming at us. Boom. We're dead. Can't move. I wish I could see him. Ah, what now? Respawn occlusion radius item is okay, fine. Damn it. I can't. I always have to do this. I'm sorry. It's valid. Told you I was gonna use a lot. I told you. I told you, guys. I was gonna use a lot. Okay, coming after me. Boom. Ah, draw debug spear. Okay. What kind of feeling? Am I believing? When you're in love with me. What kind of feeling? Wow. Am I believing? Come at me. Come at me, bro. Okay, if I switch to a third party camera. No, not that one. No, not that. Okay, this one. Okay, so now it is checking me. And this is still spawning somehow. What the fuck? It shouldn't be. You shouldn't keep spawning either. Y'all see this? I wish I could put. Hold on. I have to press Alt for something. Oh, which key button was it again? Or was it Shift? No. Oh, there you go. Yes, y'all see that? Keep spawning. Oh, that's a lot of polygons. It shouldn't be a lot. Okay. Oh my lord. It's gonna keep spawning. tickle my toes. No, get up. Okay, I gotta see this first. Stand. I'm gonna Control X you. Control X. Yes, delete. Anyways, I am nowhere near it. Okay, this should be turning green immediately. I am nowhere near it. How's it? Jesus. Okay. Found a bug. It works when it wants to. It works when it doesn't. Sorry for the creak. Damn it. What was I talking about again? I'm gonna just sit here until I have to figure out a way to spawn and possess the guy. I really don't want to watch a YouTube video. Oh boy, guys, I don't know. I'm falling asleep again. I need to finish this today. I'm looking. I don't know what to say, bro. Okay. Um. Oh boy. I'm too tired to think. And I can't think along, so I'm just. Wow, oh my goodness. I need to go to sleep. I'm sorry. I just had a horrible time. Um. I'm glad I solved that, though. At least I know there's another bug. Anyways, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it here, guys. I'm sorry for the piece, and I should have been focused on the game a long time ago. Hell, I should have done an advertisement marketing, but fucking school guy. I don't think school is a genuine reason why I should be procrastinating on it, but Jesus, it's just a lot has happened. Okay, a whole lot has happened, and junior year is coming for me. So I really, I'm sorry, I really need to start playtesting by the start of junior year or something. I don't know. Okay, I really want this game to succeed, and I try my best to pour in every single thing I have on this, but I can't pour everything I have if I'm tired and I can't think anymore, or I genuinely don't have the energy. I don't get me wrong. I love doing this, and I'll love to see you guys smile and be horrified as soon as you guys see my game. But I'm tired. Okay. Anyways, if you guys made it so far, see you guys later. All right. I'm gonna post this immediately after I finish this and go to bed.